A powerful 7.5 magnitude earthquake has hit Nepal less than 50 miles from Kathmandu. Witnesses say some buildings in the capital have collapsed. These are the first pictures now that we are getting of the aftermath. There's no word on casualties at this time. We'll keep checking into that. But we do know that tremors have been felt as far away as New Delhi. So Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi saying that his government is in the process of finding more information and working to reach out to those affected. So we'll be getting in more photographs, but these are the first that do show building collapses in Kathmandu. Now, Derek Van Dam's back with us to tell us more about this earthquake, how deep it was, and how susceptible this area is to quakes. Derek.
Yeah, it's the infrastructure that I'm concerned about at this particular time, Natalie, especially in and around the Nepal and Katmandu region, which of course is the capital of Nepal. This is the latest preliminary information from the U.S. Geological Survey, 7.5 magnitude. This occurred at about 11:41. We're hearing reports of two consecutive earthquakes, about 35 minutes separate from each other. Of course, the second one slightly weaker. This would be an aftershock or a tremor from the first main earthquake, which is provided within this information. It's about several different reports, anywhere between 10 and 12 kilometers deep. But this is significant because the more shallow an earthquake, the more shaking you're going to feel at the surface of the earth. So going forward, this is going to be a concern. Obviously, there's going to be some destabilized buildings and structures. People need to be aware that aftershocks and tremors are still possible going forward, especially with a earthquake of this magnitude. This is from the USGS, the U.S. Geological Survey. This is what is called a shake map. I know it's difficult for you to see a lot of this information coming to us as we speak, social media and from the internet. We're starting to see, well, this particular area where that right around the epicenter, where you see that shading of yellow, that yellow line there, that is indicating anywhere from strong to very strong shaking, extending out about 35 kilometers from that epicenter. By the way, the epicenter was about 77 kilometers to the north and west of Kathmandu, but you can see how the shake map indicates that Kathmandu was well within the boundaries of feeling this intense shaking. Of course, we've also had reports that near the border of India and Nepal, shaking was felt as well, even as far south as Delhi, where some preliminary reports of around 5.0 magnitude aftershock was actually felt within that region. Of course, that could lead to some localized property damage as well. The first earthquake, again, at 11:41 local time, tremors were felt for nearly 20 seconds after that earthquake struck. And again, aftershocks are still possible. So just some advice for anyone who continues to watch our coverage. You want to get under a safe feature within your building, or best to get outside of the building if you can. Look out for those destabilized structures. Going forward, I talked about how the building structures within Nepal and into Kathmandu is going to make the recovery effort quite difficult. Just some extra information to provide here going forward, which will likely become a recovery effort over the next several days. The weather looks to be rather tumultuous. We do have showers and thunderstorms in the forecast. Good chances of rain for Kathmandu.